Watch him throw the ball, we gon' pick it off. You gon' let him hit the hole or you gon' cut it off. You gon' play through fourth and long or you gon' punt it off. Your defenders heavy hitters, put your pads in. Don't be looking for the ref to throw no flags in. Keep the helmet on, keep the cleats tight. You the type to want to win by any means, right? You should look alive, this is Trap or Dive.
Yes, sir. Welcome back to another episode of Trap or Dive podcast, man. I am your host, Mual, Hen Dog Mual, Coach Mual. I'm a little upset, right? Because when we were doing this intro, bro, I'm not even upset at you. I'm upset at myself. I had the little, what is this thing called? The tipsy tea, right?
Yeah, bro.
That was left over. So I don't even know whose it was. I just took it from the crib because you ain't like it. Yeah.
Nah, everybody I didn't like it. It's just, I was already drinking something different. I didn't feel like going back to it, but I got three more bottles at the crib.
Nah, you good. No, you good. No, my point is, and why I'm showing you this is empty. And I didn't go downstairs before we started the show to get me a bottle of Remy.
Oh, okay. Well,
I'm not going back downstairs right now because I'm a little too lazy. I may do it in the show, but I ain't gonna do it right now, man. Anyway, as always, man, podcast is.
You better slow down, boy.
Wow, look at you, bro.
It's gonna be a show. You finish
wow.
that.
Hey, look, all it's gonna take for Rick gonna take a sip, bro. That's it. It's a wrap for him.
Hold on. What's this? I know you asked for that game from the.
Hey, I'm lit, bro. Yeah, this I ain't popped that open yet, but Maul just.
Hey man, enjoy it. Enjoy it, brother. It's good. Where was I at? Oh, we are brought to you by Hogs Haven, man. Make sure you check us out on Hogs Haven. You can find our content. You can find our some of our conversations and stuff like that on that site. If you are new and you are on YouTube right now, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. We definitely appreciate you, man. Give us your comments. Let us know your thoughts, right? If you are listening on your favorite platform, make sure you hit that subscribe button or that follow button, whichever way you are listening. Give us a rating and review, man. We definitely appreciate that as well. Fellas, we got the whole gang in this thing, man. Nick, Rye, Rick, Westside Crick gang, yo. we seen the video, man. Michael Thomas, man. I don't know what he was doing. I honestly think he was trolling.
He a vet, bro. He was antagonizing.
Yeah, I think he was just trolling.
He ain't stupid.
Yeah, he was just trolling, bro.
Come on,
hey, bro. Rick, stop.
Right. I'm not saying that he wanted to smoke. I'm not saying. Right, he was antagonizing him, right? He not about to. First of all, who was really?
He wasn't about to fight him.
That's not. I think the game's over.
So I don't want us to be.
I think that's what Ryan saying.
He don't want no smoke. No, Ryan. I don't like how Ryan say he want no smoke.
I'm just telling you, the game is over.
He ain't pussy, right? He ain't pussy, right? That's all I'm saying.
He was definitely walking away. He's talking trash and walking away.
See, nigga, your boy, bro.
That's what he was doing, bro.
Bro, he was going to the locker room, bro. The coach paid him.
Mike Thomas knew what he was doing, bro.
Hey, Westside Crip Gang, bro. He know what it is. He know where to catch him at.
Where's Michael Thomas even from, bro?
It don't matter, bro. You seen him play this weekend? Did you see him play this weekend, or did you skip it?
Did you skip it?
Where Thomas?
You know how Nick is.
Stats.
The stats look like last night.
He is from LA.
60 yards.
Unimpressive.
Nothing too crazy.
You heard me? He from LA.
Yeah, come on, bro. You know what it is. Yeah, watch yourself, Nick.
I just want to make sure he wasn't set tripping, bro. You know
nah, he don't set trip, bro.
He's talking about,
and he don't run only slants, bro.
Westside Chris. All right.
Let me tell you something. If it ain't a slant, it's a go.
Come on, bro. He might
That's
be
not
a little.
True. What you mean? He was running hitches. He was running curls. He was running digs.
Come on, bro.
He ran a post.
Sound like
I ain't seen that. First of all, what post you talking about? I ain't seen him run no post.
They ain't go to post. That was backside, all 22, bro. My bad. That was backside. Okay. That was backside.
He's honestly, you ain't got no access for that.
Yeah. You got to pay no extra for that.
You ain't see that. You got to pay no extra for that.
Fellas, how y'all doing, man? Life treating y'all well, bro? Y'all good, bro? Y'all healthy, man?
Oh, yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Healthy as can be.
Just got back from Dallas and Cabo.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I forgot Nick stopped out there. You took the jet to Cabo, right?
Huh?
You took the jet to Cabo, right?
Yeah, I had to take my jet
I figured
Right.
Dallas.
You got
Jerry gave me the other jump to get the combo. And I flew
so
back
you used 2 jets. 2 different jets.
He had the G35 at first. That was for him and wifey. Because I remember that one because I was on the phone and Nick made the call with the guy. And then after that, I don't know what Nick rode after that. I just know I was like, yeah, bro, I can't do it with the jet, bro. I got somewhere to be. Nick was like, I got this joint in the cut. He took some trees off of it. I don't know, bro. It was some janky joint, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
But Jerry got this special jet that you know what I'm saying. That usually Mike Irvin take out. You know how he get down. So
out the boulder.
That's
for Saturday night.
So you know what go down on that plane. So I had to go get that jump. That's jump the hot tub on it. So I was like, we gonna take this jump the hot tub.
That's the white line. That's the white line. The white airlines. That's the Michael Irvin.
We don't do that. We just.
Hey, Rob, what's going on with you, player? Let's go ahead. How you doing?
I'm enjoying my day. I can't complain too much, man. Good Tuesday evening. Gotta go work out in.
You
ready for the show.
In the gym. That's it. You don't really complain.
I ain't make no complaints today.
You did.
What I complained about today?
When we started the press press.
All that was a miscommunication with the set number. That's all that was.
Okay.
A little miscommunication.
Okay.
Quick adjustment.
About that break you took on my bench, bro. Pause.
Oh, I don't know nothing about that.
You remember you were sitting on the bench when I was like, right, let me get the seat. You was like, you was tired.
You talk about when your watch was asking, are you finished?
I was doing my flies
because it had pause.
Yeah, right.
So you were sitting down that long, bro?
Yeah, he was sitting down for a little
down that long, bro.
Yeah.
I was waiting for Ali, but I'm glad you remember that time though. So you do remember when you were sitting.
That take about like 4 to 10 minutes.
That take a good 10 minutes for the joint to ask you like, what's going on?
Actually, I looked it up. It's actually only 3 minutes of nonstop movement. Thank you. Yeah, let's get to it.
Okay.
It's called.
So your watch stopped twice then.
Bro.
You said what?
So your watch stopped twice then.
No, it stopped and I never hit the button. Remember?
Yeah, no, it's all good. If you don't work out, bro, it's all right, bro. You can just
no. I work out, man. You know what I'm saying? You see the guns. This sweater used to be extra large.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So what is it today? Okay. My fault.
Tell him, bro. Same size, you just bigger, bro. That's how I get down, bro.
Come on, bro. Nick, no. Nick, no.
Fellas, we got a few things to get into, man. It's been a week and a half this week,
bro. Shout out Neutrogena. You know what I'm saying? Because my man Marley G, he thought I was gonna let him slide past this real quick. But my man's skin been skinning his last couple days, but you see my man got his locks done, so you know what that means. He glowing extra bright today. You feel me? So I just want to say shout out to Nivea. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, hold up, bro. They don't give us no money, bro.
No, I'm saying, but I know, but I need them to. I need this.
Unshout them out, bro. Unshout them out.
This the cue right here for us to get.
Lamar gonna X that out. It's all good. We trying.
Yeah, unshout them out.
Yeah, I bleeped them out, bro. I bleeped them out. Shout out to Bleep. Yep.
Shout out to Bleep.
Where are we at? Oh, we missed a week and a half, man. Since we've been gone, some big injuries have happened, at least in our peer. I ain't even gonna say the words. I'm gonna butcher it. Nick Chubb, man, that's fresh out of everybody's mind. Happened last night, Monday night, and against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Head coach Stefanski already said he expects him out for the season. Monday night, bro. What's going on with Monday night games, bro? Aaron Rodgers Monday night tears his Achilles on a sack, 4th play of the game. Now you got to deal with Zach Wilson, your worst nightmare. If you a Jets fan or a Jets coach, like Salah, who is basically that motherfucker was praying Aaron Rodgers was going to save his job because it ain't looking good for him. So now, like,
I mean, it's only year 2 for Salah though.
That defense look good.
It's year 3, bro.
It's year 3.
It's year 3, bro.
I don't think it's no team. I don't think it's no team.
It's year 3, bro. Let me double check, but it's definitely not his first year.
Here.
Hey, that's the jump.
It's his 3rd year. He went 4-13 in 2021, and then 7-10 in 2022. He in his 3rd year,
his
bro.
contacts tonight.
Hey, that's the jump from the pool party.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's over with.
Rick about to go through the black book tonight.
Yeah, it's over with. You ain't going. Hey, bro, you might not make it to work tomorrow, bro.
Yeah, bro. What's today? Wednesday too? Oh no, today Tuesday. You ain't got no go to go to, so you basically you gotta make some calls, bro. You gotta make some calls.
Buy a soul. They be like, bro, you gotta go, bro.
But yeah, man. So listen, where are we at? Yeah, solid. Dude basically was coaching for his job this year and had to use Aaron Rodgers to help him propel himself to a Super Bowl title or at least playoffs with New York, man. And that's gone down the drain. Matter of fact, I'm gonna give y'all the floor. Nick Chubb. Matter of fact, yeah, Nick Chubb injury. Let's start there. Was it a dirty hit from Minkah, or was it a dirty play at all, in y'all opinion? Or was it not? That's the first thing. Second thing, and kind of flip it. What is your overall thoughts on like seeing a player? Because it was back-to-back weeks where you seen a tragic injury, bro. That was tragic. And I had to force myself to look at that replay because in the moment, y'all know my sleep pattern. So I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. No, I'm tripping. I wasn't asleep. I was watching the Panthers game. I was just distracted. So I was watching the Panthers game. Didn't even know that he got hurt. Forgot to turn back to it. But so I missed the whole thing. And when I saw y'all thing, I was like, you know, let me force myself to look at this because I know it's gonna be all over Twitter. Looked at it, I looked at it, and that shit looked bad. So
yeah, bro, it was giving.
What do y'all think?
It was giving Alex Smith, man. But I think to the naked eye, and when I say naked eye, I mean the people who probably never really played football and been on the field to see like these different type of hits. Because I mean, we all understand as a collective that football is a dangerous sport. It can get gruesome. You know what I'm saying? It can get that way, and coupled with like competition, bro, like it just amplifies it even more. I don't think it was necessarily a dirty hit. I don't see Minkah play like that. I think he was the one who had Nick Chubb legs. But if you could tell by the way they got tackled, like it's just multiple hats on the ball, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's what coaches preach. And when Nick Chubb, he's not no paper in the wind, bro. You feel me? That's a grown man right there. So you tackle him with a lot of force. You feel me? Then you're on a goal line. It's just all of these things coupled into it. And that's why I really can't deem it as a dirty hit. But again, to what I was saying earlier, I never really seen Minkah do anything dirty. 55, is that the dude who got the two? He had the pick at the beginning of the game. Is that him?
Cole Holcomb is 55.
Oh, okay. So that wasn't the other dude I'm thinking about. But yeah, I mean Cole Holcomb. I honestly, bro, straight to the point. I don't think it was a dirty hit. I think it just happens, bro. It's just an unfortunate situation. Yeah, bro, it's an unfortunate situation, bro.
I don't think it was necessarily. Yeah, I'll agree somewhat with saying just based upon what everybody I guess has seen from Minkah Fitzpatrick over the years. Nobody has really had the idea of Minkah being a dirty player, but what I will say, him being a vet in the league at this point, he's been in the league 6-7 years at this point, right? Close to that. With Chubb already being wrapped up, I don't think you need to go low like that. Like I mean, if you gang tackling, granted, Nick Chubb not no cakewalk to get down like you were saying, but I don't think he necessarily needed to go low. Now, granted, like I'm gonna say, I don't think his intentions was let me take his knee out. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like it was under the impression of I just want to get him down and I got a shot. But being a vet, I would have liked to see him make a better decision than that. Feel bad for Nick Chubb. I mean, like everybody knows, he's already had like a bad injury on the same leg when he was in college, which caused him to lose his spot. Not lose his spot, but
I thought he was in the NFL when it happened.
Nah,
he
was in college. He was at Georgia.
Okay. I thought when they were saying Tennessee, they were talking about Tennessee.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure. I know why you're confused because them boys down in Nashville, they kind of
they don't hit like that.
That wasn't
heavy hitters down there. No, it's all good, but
Nick, but right to your point, bro. With him not, you saying him being a vet. I don't know I guess when you look at the players, pretty much bang bang. Like I feel like they both kind of tackled at the same time, or it may have been one of those games.
I feel like he's already wrapped up.
I'm about to look at the clip again.
I mean,
I feel like it was kind of bang bang, but at the same time, like DBs are DBs.
He a safety.
Ankle bro.
Safety.
Yeah,
safety.
But I feel like if he wraps up instead of going straight like this, Nick Chubb leg not. You know what I'm saying, messed up. Yes, but how many times you think Nick Chubb probably got hit like that and nothing happened? You get what I'm saying? Like, but it was a freak. I think it was just a freak accident where he got tackled in two different directions. Like, we seen people be dirty in the league, and I think we got a pretty good idea when we watch something and be like, oh yeah, that shit was dirty. And Dominican Sue,
I ain't gonna,
you know what I'm saying? We didn't watch plenty of games of the boy, and we know when he about to be dirty. What's the boy, Travis Hunter? We just watched that play. We saw him being dirty before the play even happened.
That play was that was different.
We can kind of feel like, all right, it's giving a little dirty. And I'm gonna watch it again, but I don't know. I just I feel like
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I think that was a situation, bro. I actually, Rod, if you want to be technical, and I'm gonna be very technical. Heads up, right now. Mm-hmm. The dude from Colorado State, like that's a football play, but like it's like a I'm gonna let you know I'm here type play. Yes. Like I don't give a damn like who you are. I'm gonna let you know I'm here. Yeah. And so he hit him like 2 or 3 seconds after the ball went over his head. Like the whistle probably wasn't even blown yet, but you just knew it wasn't catchable. Like I think that's the main thing. It wasn't a catchable pass, right? But when you compare it to what happened in Pittsburgh, Minkah had several seconds to think about where he was going to target Nick Chubb. Like the same way that dude in CSU, when the ball is in the air, had a decision to make. Am I going to let it slide or am I going to really go ahead and hit this motherfucker, bro? And Minkah decided, I seen this dude getting tackled to the ground right now. I could go low or I could hit cuz in a respectable, like a respectable, safe way. Like a respectable, safe way in the sense of like, we're all football players. We have a job to do. I'm gonna get you to the ground the way I can, but I'm gonna protect you, type shit. Like people do that. And Rick, for us two who have been on the flag football field, what are some of the now? Granted, obviously, like in your situation, your most recent situation, that was a cheap shot. But what do we always say when we on the field, bro? Like or a common thing that people say. When we're facing the team, one of the common things that people say is like, "Hey man, I got a job tomorrow. I gotta go to work tomorrow." Like that's the main thing we think about. Like, sure, we get physical, but we ain't about to cheap shot you. Like the dude who cheap shot at Rick, that's one of the like a very rare occurrence. But at the same time, the point is like we got a job to do, and I got a job to get to tomorrow. And I think for Minkah, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I don't know if he was. I don't think he's a dirty player. But if you ask if the play was dirty, I'm gonna say, bro, like ain't no way in hell you gonna sit here and convince me otherwise that going that low with that much force with my teammate already in the process of tackling him that I didn't have any other options. Can't convince me.
It's
we'll not go ahead, Nick. I'll go after you.
It's real easy to say that when you're not in the game. Because you just kind of just don't know like where you're like not where somebody mental is, but like I mean I'm not even sure how much Nick Chubb was going off because I was kind of watching the Panthers game.
He was cooking
on it. So if he been cooking y'all like that, Nick Chubb is known for breaking tackles. I'm not sure if he could have ran through cuz he probably could have because Nick Chubb. But
also I want you to finish, Nick, but keep in mind he's already wrapped up. He's wrapped up.
I'm looking at the clip.
That's what I'm getting at. Like,
I want Nick to finish. But he got this. I just wanted Nick to keep in mind he's wrapped up and he's pursuing. So with that in mind, you're the safety. You see him wrapped up. There's other things you can do. But go ahead.
All right. And granted, I didn't see the whole play because so make that be known. All I saw was the actual impact from shoulder to knee. So that's all I saw. And after I seen that, I kind of didn't want to keep watching it for real. So I ain't look for the rest of the play.
I don't blame you, but I feel like you should watch it.
I'm about to say I'm literally like the Twitter clips just showed me a different angle.
Rick ain't got no he ain't got no weak stomach, bro. Like that shit, like you can send that shit like you did.
That joint is definitely it's definitely
nasty,
wild. But to your point, Nick, so like, all right, two things I want to say just watching this clip over and over and over again on repeat, right? So Nick, this dude who is tackling Chubb probably could take him a couple more yards, bro. Chubb could definitely, and I'm talking about like this is not no wrap up. He about to go straight to the ground. Chubb probably about to take him probably another 5 yards. He could take him another 5 yards without making hitting.
All right, so where are they at on the field?
They about to get a first down. They about to be by the goal line. If I'm not, they're close to the goal line. They're like 10 between the 15 and
he already got the
7-yard line.
So okay, granted, he could run Cuz over and go score.
He could. I'm not gonna say he would have scored, but he would have had a damn good chance for sure if Minkah wasn't there. Now looking at Minkah coming in, right? The tackle that Minkah did, I've seen this hit so many times, bro. And the DB, or the person who's getting hit, they fly up, the legs fly up in the air. You know what I'm saying? It just so happened that as soon as he went for his legs, bro, Chubb, while he's getting pulled down by his other teammate, Chubb is putting the foot in the ground that Minkah's about to hit, trying to keep going. Chubb is trying to keep running. So as soon as Minkah hit him, Chubb's foot already planted in the ground, so it break right there. And that's
so
why
you don't think it'd be a difference if he went with his arm versus his shoulder?
Honestly, looking at this zoomed in play, he didn't even go with his arm, bro. He hit him with his back, bro. His shoulder never.
That's worse to me.
No, I'm saying he missed the.
You throwing your whole body to his leg.
He is, but
that's a tackle though, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Think about how many situations we've seen.
Here's what I'm saying. Up in the air. I agree with both of you all's points. Nick Chubb could have gotten more yards. Nick Chubb is trying to get more yards, but I'm putting into the fact that you've been an experienced safety in the league and seen a lot of different things. And as Mual said, he had time to think about how he wanted to do this. So if you thought that the best thing was to torpedo your body as fast as you was moving to his leg, that's the only way you think you can get him down. And if you think about, of course, like you say, the game is going quick. You're not thinking every millisecond. But I'm saying, like, I'm not throwing my whole body at somebody's leg.
How else you supposed
Why are we acting like Minkah don't even know how to tackle? That's that's another thing. Like
Minkah didn't do a bad tackle. That was the thing. Like, this is Nick Chubb we talking about. He's not wrapping Nick Chubb up. Who's going full?
He has help though.
Right. One person is not tackling Chubb, bro. Two people don't tackle Chubb.
Nigga, yes they do.
Bro, you're on the 5-yard line and you're asking him to think about how he about to tackle this dude who running full speed, who truck people on a regular basis. Minkah is not tackling him up high.
At that point, he's already.
But you don't have to go up high, bro. Well, it's not a up high or down low situation. You can do the midsection. You can do.
I feel like he did a normal tackle.
I just feel
that man went below the knee, bro.
People get hit there. How many?
You know what? You're not wrong. You're not wrong, Rick. People get hit below the knee all the time. But I think like if you look at the trajectory where he went, bro, like that's like a direct impact on the knee, bro. Like I don't.
So his defense,
I don't think
his leg planted into the ground at the perfect time.
Yeah, it did. Perfect time, bro.
Like it was dug into the ground. Like,
and if it didn't, he would have just flew. He would have hit his upper body would have hit the ground. It would have been a regular tackle. Like he got chopped at the legs, bro. Literally, but he planted, bro. And he's getting pulled down at the same time.
Bro, in football, bro, the first thing you learn is low man wins. I just feel like he went low.
Yeah, low man do win, but at the same time, like Mual saying, he could have went low. He didn't have to go as low as he did, but he also could have wrapped up mid-body until he went down.
That's what DBs getting.
Yeah, if he
that's
went
what corners do. He's a safety. Corners make that tackle.
The DB, bro. I done seen safeties get run over just like corners.
Come on, Nick. You know what I'm trying to say. Corners normally don't tackle like that. The safeties do.
Hey, look, I done seen a lot of safeties. I done seen
Derrick Henry run over high safeties.
And I done seen Derrick Henry
going low than that.
I honestly, I've seen Derrick Henry get tackled just like Rick said. I've seen Derrick Henry get gone low on and legs fly up in the air. I've seen that too.
Yeah, you know he's a little soft sometimes.
Bro, this joint looks so bad. I didn't even see this angle, bro. This joint is wicked, bro. Oh my lord, wicked, man.
But you know what's crazy? Before we go past it, John, a lot of running backs got hurt already in weeks since since the year started. The past 2 weeks, which isn't helping their case to get paid at all.
Yeah,
Austin Eckler, I think Aaron Jones got hurt. So they better tighten up because they, you know what I'm saying. They got contracts they trying to get.
But I mean, it don't help. But it helps the owner's argument. But I think at the end of the day, like you can look at a guy like Bijan Robinson and look at his talent in Atlanta and sit here and say, "Are you telling me you only want that type of running back for 4 years?"
Hey, he finna bring it back, bro. Pause.
Like
you see the clip next. Go ahead, Mark.
But nah, it ain't. But that's my thing though. Like you look at. I tried to go past it. Ryan, let it go. Ryan, let it go, bro.
We got to pause the show on that one, boy. You got to relax.
Hey, go ahead, bro.
Bro. Where are they at? Oh, you look at Bijan, like it ain't being brought back. Like Saquon is there. And Saquon is a talent. Like, how do you pay? Nah, I ain't gonna say that's not even a fair argument because Daniel Jones and the Arizona Cardinals were down like 28-0, 21-0, or something like that.
It was 21-3, 28.
I didn't mean to send into the shit.
20. It was never 28-0.
Oh, all right. Well, I mean, to my point is like Daniel Jones played a role in the comeback. I didn't get to watch that full game. I was locked in on other games. But to that point, like that was something where you look at the quarterback situation and say like you're glad you had that quarterback in the situation. Point being though, Saquon undoubtedly is the offense for the New York Giants, and sure they're trying to get help from the perimeter with the dude that they got from the Tennessee Volunteers. Obviously, they repaid or re-signed Daniel Jones, but like you look at a Saquon and you look at Austin Eckler, who accounts for so much percentage of like the touches and like his production is high as hell in Los Angeles. And then you look at Nick Chubb, I guess to an extent, who just got hurt with a knee injury. Like the usage that the Cleveland Browns got out of Nick Chubb was incredible, bro. And they really ran their offense off of Nick Chubb. Like Deshaun Watson was after, like he was the second guy. Like Nick Chubb was the first guy. I just think like to what Nick is saying, the contract status is one thing, but I think and it helps owners. But I think when you look at these running backs, they'd be a fool to sit here and think that next year they can replace these guys and they'll be okay. That's specifically these guys that we're talking about. Like that'd be a damn lie.
I'm so glad I drafted Bijan Robinson. I don't know to do it myself.
Hey,
I'm glad I didn't trade for Nick Chubb. I was about to. No, he definitely got.
Yeah, I gotta let him go.
He got that pat.
Like I knew he was good, bro, but like the moves he got in short space, bro.
Bruh, he's so quick. I'm like,
what back would y'all compare him to?
Like, ain't no back.
Honestly, bro, Saquon before he got hurt.
I was just about to say that's who he run like that. Like
Saquon rookie year before he got hurt, Saquon was that.
Saquon was a problem. I was like, oh my God, you about to take the league by storm?
But
you know who else looked like that?
He a little bit. I mean, in between the spaces, like honestly, bro, it's been a while since I've seen somebody like Bijan.
He shook three people on the
three people in one play, bro.
One play, bro.
The same move at that, bro. I'm like,
this is the second week in a row he'd put somebody in the highlight tape. Like,
nah, but he did versus the I think his first touchdown last week was got crazy.
In
the phone booth, bro. Like, come on, bro. You can't do that. I don't know who I would compare him to. I don't think I would compare him to Saquon though. Like
Saquon, I'm talking about that first year when Saquon was like receiving on the backfield a lot. In between tackles, I'm telling you, Saquon jumped in the scene just like that his rookie year.
But the moves is just different than Saquon, bro. Like
Saquon,
Saquon really. Yeah, I would say like
Saquon used to have
more to the. Yeah,
I would say his juice level.
Saquon used to put people in the mix. Boy, he was tripping, and he was doing it with power too. He was just, I think he's just bigger than Bijan, right?
But Bijan finished all his rounds too, though.
Nah, for sure. I mean, he fought forward.
Yeah,
Bijan like tough as shit.
It's crazy. Where did Bijan go? 7?
Yeah.
7
or 8, one of them.
I'm trying to blow he wear 7 too, though. I ain't gonna hold you.
Cause Vic.
Yeah, bro. He's a staple.
He couldn't get 5, but I'm sure he won a 5. Drake won the 5.
He was in Atlanta for 3 years, and you worried about what Vic did. What the fuck,
don't do that, ball. He can't do that, bro.
First off, I'm just saying
that 7 jersey in Atlanta famous, bro.
Come on, bro.
Especially when they got in the unis. Oh no, it was going up.
My man was on Madden, bro. Madden throwing 17 touchdowns a year, bro. He was on Madden, bro.
Bro, Ty legit fought me one day because I was beating this nigga so bad. Mike Vick.
I used to be that with Carter, bro.
He legit like snuck me, bro, on the sticks, bro. I'm cooking this man in Madden, bro, and I'm laughing too. I'm not even talking to him.
I can't even believe you was cooking him for real. You probably lying.
Okay, I guess I'm lying.
Hey man, let's wait. Where we at? D Watt, bro. Speaking of Kareem Hunt, D Watt acknowledged in a couple hours ago of us recording that he didn't play good. I think people saw that he wasn't playing good. What is my question? Where do I have it? Do you all think that D Watt is? Look, man, it's been a few games since he's come back. He had 11 game suspension last year, so he played 6 games. And he's on his second game in 2023. Like, is the book closed on D Watt in terms of like his ceiling? I'm not saying that he's like bad or good or anything, but I'm saying like in terms of how far up he can go in Cleveland. Like, is the book closed on his ceiling, or are we talking about somebody who still needs more time? I'll go right quick because my answer is real quick.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that there's much further that Deshaun Watson can go. I think that this is a coordinator scheme issue with Deshaun rather than it is the player himself. But point being, it's a bad combination. I think this was an owner's decision where Stefanski probably could have done better off without a guy like Deshaun Watson. And that's kind of where I see this going moving forward.
I agree with your assessment. I think it has a part to do with just what you said with the scheme, more so than the player. I'm pretty sure it would seem convenient for Nick to hear my argument at this point, seeing as how we've been having this conversation. In a group chat of ours with Jimmy last night, me and Jimmy have been having an ongoing debate about Deshaun Watson for quite some time. He didn't really think Deshaun Watson was as good as I said he was when he played for Houston. Granted, I had to see a whole lot of more game tape of Deshaun Watson, him being in our division playing with the Houston Texans prior to him being traded to Cleveland. But I'm not closing the book on Deshaun. People don't really put a whole lot of stock into it like I think they should, but he really missed 2 years of football prior to them last 4 games that he finished the season with last year. I think I think he's still getting back into that, rhythm of the actual games and how it's played. Like, he finished the second half with some pretty decent throws. I mean, Nick made mention of those same passes. I watched the whole game, so I'm not closing the book on D-Watt, as I've told Nick and Jimmy last night. I'd like to see how the rest of the season goes. Next week gonna be a tough week for that boy because they could not block at all for him last night. So they got them boys down in Nashville next week, front four kind of crazy. So won't be a good week. But next week after that, yeah, he should be good. Yeah.
I'll go real quick. Who did they play week 1? I can't remember.
They played the Bengals.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then two division opponents open up the year, which is wild now to think about it.
There's some teams that have done that though. But go ahead.
I'm actually not going to close the book on D-Watt because what's funny is after I think Nick Chubb went out, he actually started to play better. And they actually starting to open up in like more shotgun, which he's more comfortable in. So he started making some D-Watt throws. He started to look like himself a little bit. But to Ryan's point, they also couldn't block for that boy. And granted, you're going against TJ Watt, who is a problem. That still his defense is pretty good, but
backup right tackle.
Yeah, I feel like I'm curious to see what their play calling will look like going throughout the season without Nick Chubb. And I'm pretty sure they'll put more on him, which will probably, get the rust off a little bit faster. But schematic wise, probably not the best fit. But I do think if Baker can do it in there, D-Watt can do it. So I'm curious to see how it ends up. But yeah, I got D-Watt turning around. I got him doing it before Russell. I can tell you that. And Justin Fields. I can tell you that. So
yeah, I'm about to say Nick and Rod, they literally I couldn't say it any different from them two because I mean I'm not closing the book on D-Watt either. Like y'all said, he's been out for about 2 seasons at this point, and it's gonna take him a little time just to get acclimated, just to get back into the swing of things, just to feel to have that confidence. You know, little things kind of throwing him off right now. And I feel like stuff like that just takes time. It's a whole different system. He's been with the same team for 4 years, and then he was out for 2, and then he come back to a new system. And we just expect D-Watt to just be D-Watt, you know what I'm saying? But he was dropping 4,000 yards, 33 tuds, seven picks. You feel me? 26 tuds, 3 picks the year before that. You feel me? D-Watt definitely was hooping, man. So I think he still got it. Just need a little bit of time. He got the weapons around him. Like Nick said, second half, D-Watt was hooping. He started to hoop way more than what he was doing in the first half. First half didn't really look good at all. But second half, you started to see things change, and I wonder if that got something to do with just them, having that. To what Mual was saying earlier, having that team based off of Chubb, and you start running new things. You're looking at things from a different perspective now. So I don't know. Hopefully, in the next couple of weeks, we start seeing some progression from D-Watt. But I think it's going. I think it's going to happen sooner than later.
I want to be clear though, man. I'm saying the scheme and the coordinator is probably one thing, bro, but I want to be clear. Like, I think the book is closed in Cleveland. Like, I think that's done. Like, I think their mistake was investing in the Deshaun Watson. I think that they saw an elite quarterback who I think during his time in Houston, he was like a rare breed in terms of like around the NFL, like quarterbacks. He was top 5 at every season he played. But I think in Cleveland, you're not going to get a quarterback that resembled the same efficient passer. The elusive, like the natural running ability, like that's one thing. But if we're talking about the pass game, the decision making, it becomes more complex. And I don't think you're going to get that in Cleveland, bro. Like, I think the version that you're seeing in Cleveland right now, now they may open it up because Nick Chubb is around. Nick Chubb is gone. But I still think Stefanski is who he is. And, like, he's a guy who values the run game. He values the power run. He has an offensive line where he recognizes that, look, man, I'm gonna get these guys going downfield. I'm gonna try to get them 25 rush attempts a game. Like, I just don't know if that's gonna be something where Deshaun Watson can succeed, bro. And like, if he looks bad right now, I think he in that situation it's gonna stick like that, bro.
So, question: you think Stefanski should go?
No, I think the fundamental flaw was them getting rid of or getting Deshaun Watson. I think that was the fundamental flaw. Like, I think the fundamental flaw was that. I think the fundamental flaw, what's the word? The effect of getting Deshaun Watson is a coach who only wanted to really run his scheme. Like, he's not an adaptable head coach. There's not even that many out there who can do shit like that and adapt to their players to that extent. Like, that's a major adaptation going to Deshaun Watson, who is efficient in a particular scheme. Like, you got to change your whole offense up for that. It feels like. So, and I don't think that he can do that. And I also don't think that it's fair on Stefanski, because I think Stefanski was a solid coach with Baker. Like, I think that he was a solid coach then, but you just wasn't getting enough out of quarterback position. So, like, that's kind of where I'm at. Like, do you want to go bigger than Stefanski? That cool, but I don't think that he's a problem. I just think that your whole dynamic from management, coaching, and then the meshing of the coach and quarterback, I think that's your issue.
So how do you think the Browns would deem this as a?
So what you're saying is you got a coach that can't drive a Ferrari. He used to a Toyota, and he sounds like he can't get a job done. You know what I'm saying? If you're trying to limit a Ferrari, to only going 10 miles per hour, ain't no point in having a Ferrari.
So, all right. So you asked me. So I got it. I guess I got it. You asked me, should Stefanski get fired? I don't think Stefanski should get fired. I think when you look at the coach, you have a good coach. When you look at the player, you have a good quarterback. But it's now at this point, like, you're gonna have to pick a side, I feel like. And that's where I'm like,
get fired before D-Watt.
Exactly. Like, the coach would get fired before D-Watt. But if it's like, is it somebody's fault? That's where I'm like, it's not anybody's fault that when it comes to these two people, I think the fault lies above those two. And as a result of the decision of getting D-Watt, now you're talking about a head coach getting fired. Or now you're talking about a quarterback maybe getting traded or cut. I'm not saying that's going to happen, but I think it's more likely the coach gets fired. But I'm saying, like, the result came from above those two people, and now Stefanski's in a position where he has to find a way to make shit work with Deshaun Watson when he could have just worked with his scheme. He could have developed his scheme in Cleveland, and then we're talking about a better situation.
So how do you think that? What do you think is a win for the Browns this year, or Stefanski for this year? Like, what will be deemed as like a all right? This was a good go. Yeah, as far as like the season, like with D-Watt. I mean, at this point, you lost Nick Chubb. You have this, Mual said, fundamental flaw that's above both of them. It's more so just this is the hands we was dealt. So what we about to do with it now? What is this? What does the W look like at the end? Is it playoffs? Is it a winning record? Is it Deshaun Watson just playing good, getting comfortable in the system? Like, what do you think?
I'll just say with Chubb being hurt, they still managed to run the ball. The backup, I don't know his name, last name 4. He had
34. Well, one of them came with one carry. He got like 70 yards in that one carry.
Yeah, he had like 16 carries for like 106. And then
he broke the 70.
Kareem Hunt in there coming back to visit today. I'm pretty sure he probably signed. And you already seen how well he plays in that same offense. So I don't think they'll lose a whole lot, even though Nick Chubb is still that man. You know what I mean? But I think there's still good production out of the backfield. But I would like to see them run a little more spread with Deshaun, because it seems like he runs that a little bit better than the offense that they got going right now. But I don't know. I think you can't say nothing less but making the playoffs this year.
Hey, it's kind of like he back in Houston, bro. He got speed back, like his little Lamar Miller. You know what I'm saying? He got Mark Cooper out there. Elijah Moore about to be his gadget guy. It's like Will Fuller.
Elijah Moore got hella targets yesterday, especially on the third down.
7 for 72.
I was like, bro.
He scored a touchdown. Amari scored a touchdown.
Oh, you know who I'm thinking of? You don't think of, right? Thinking of
Amari didn't score a touchdown.
Amari did not score a touchdown.
But he had like 80 yards receiving.
Yeah. He still cooked in a fantasy. I was a little frustrated about that, but he wasn't gonna give me a dub, so I ain't sure.
Fellas, last thing on injuries, bruh. With Aaron Rodgers gone, I ain't no way in hell they gonna stick with Zach Wilson for the last 13 games, bro.
Who do they get? Who do you get, bro? Who do you go? RG? You go get RG, bro?
Hell no.
Who you get, bro? You call Nick? Nick, your phone? You got connections?
Nah, man. You got to try and make a trade, or maybe even go after Phillip Rivers, bro.
I was sitting on the shitter earlier today, bro, trying to think of who could the Jets possibly get, bro. And I was thinking like very far-fetched things, bro. I was like, dang, bro, I wish one of these rookies, bro, you know what I'm saying, was on the Jets, because they had to be clutch. Like,
you know who the Jets should go get? Cooper Rush.
I don't know if I think the Jets are past. I think they're past what he can provide. I don't know if that'd be a good one. I was trying to think. I don't think Cooper Rush is going to be the direction where they want to go.
You got a good run game. All you need is a quarterback to come in and manage the jump, bro. You don't need
I think they need a little bit more than management.
No, they don't.
That's backwards for them, though. You get what I'm saying? I'm not saying it won't work.
Zach Wilson is backwards for them. He can't even manage the game.
Right. So we're gonna get half a step. I'm not gonna say half a step forward. We can't say Cooper Rush is that much better than Zach Wilson. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can't.
Cooper Rush got more wins than Zach Wilson's whole career in 5 games.
Hey, Rick.
That's a cool stat, bro. But
hey, Rick.
That's a cool stat.
Hey, Rick. Hey, Rick.
I know Zach is not that.
Zach Wilson is he ain't even bro. When it comes to quarterback rankings in terms of starters, he ain't even fit the ranking, bro. Like, he don't even fit the ranking of it. Like, he probably like a backup to the backup. Like,
come on, bro.
And he probably gonna be a backup for the rest of his career, bro. Like,
while I don't wholeheartedly, while I don't, I'm not saying disagreeing. Saying I'm not disagreeing. I'm just saying,
and you can't say Cooper Rush is terrible.
Hey,
he's not. But I'm not going to go get Cooper.
Why not?
Because it's not that much. It's not going to make me that much better.
Yes, it will.
I just feel like when you got to think, we had ARod, or the Jets had ARod, so they had their expectations up here. They have Zach Wilson now. They're right here. I'm not about to go get Cooper Rush to put me right here. I'm trying to get somewhere close.
What's your better option than Cooper
That's
Rush?
That's why I was saying I was trying to sit down and think, but I didn't look at all of the teams.
Cooper Rush is your best option. He's been a starter. He's played in prime time and won. He beat Joe Burrow. What more you want from this man, bro? Almost beat the Eagles.
Almost
in that vaunted defense. My man went. His record is what, 5-1. I can count him. Zach Wilson probably got 3 wins in his whole career.
So do y'all know any other quarterbacks outside of Coop?
It's such a shame because he beat us.
You go after Jamin. You can go after. Now I'm not saying that they will, but I'm saying options. You go after Jamie. You go after Jacoby. You can go after Carson.
First off,
you can go after again. Phillip Rivers.
Not an option because Jacoby's not an option.
Phillip, you could get Phillip. If you didn't got ARod, you could get.
Hold on, wait. Let me. I'm with you, Rick. But point being, I just heard what Nick said. Why would they not go after Jacoby?
All right, brother. Let's go.
I'm asking you a serious question.
I'm not saying Cooper Rush wouldn't do good there, bro. But
I'm just not a fan of Jacoby Brissett.
What does that have to do with the options? We're listing options. What I got to do with anything?
You might as well keep Zach Wilson.
Like that's like saying. There is literally nobody in this league who is comparable to Zach Wilson. For you to say something like that, bro, you ought to get. We missed the weekend. You ought to get booted, bro.
Tyrod Taylor is in the same currently.
That's disrespectful. But
you put Nick in the backstage?
Yeah, Nick backstage, bro.
What did he say about Tyrod,
bro? He said Tyrod is on the same boat as Zach Wilson. He is wild.
So what's he trying to say?
Wild.
Like
he's saying
Zach Wilson.
Mual was saying that Zach Wilson's probably one of the worst quarterbacks in the league.
I agree.
Nick was saying that no, Jacoby Brissett is probably in the. He was saying Tyrod Taylor's in that same boat.
No, Tyrod
and Jacoby Brissett is probably not far off of it either.
Tyrod was on the Chargers and could not do nothing with that offense. With those offensive weapons, he not good. Speaking of the Chargers, they 0-2. Shout out to Kellen Moore. Should have stayed, buddy.
Who's been the biggest surprise after 2 weeks? Or excuse me, the biggest disappointment after 2 weeks?
The biggest.
Jets.
It's a bunch of
them. You think the Jets, Rick?
I think the Jets is up for question.
You taking into account everything?
How
you
the biggest disappointment?
I mean, you got the floor.
I mean, I was looking at when I first thought of it, I just think of like who had the most hype going into the season, and then I'm thinking about like how that hype just evaporated in a matter of 10 minutes, and I feel like just because of that, I gotta put them up there for like the biggest disappointment. Like, bruh, Roberts, how you say his last name? Salah, bruh, his face, the meme they have of him, bruh, when ARod got hurt, literally depicts everything that I'm trying to say, bruh. Like, he saw his whole light flash before his eyes. Like, bruh, you gotta be kidding me, bruh. He probably just threw away the whole play sheet because, like, everything is just out the window at this point, bruh. Like, he probably still in denial, bruh. Got ARod in his fantasy like me, like, you know. So, I gotta give it to them. I'm gonna think a little bit. I might change my answer after one of them go, but right now I'm gonna have to go with the Jets.
No, this is real easy, bro. The biggest disappointment this year is
so far. We only need 2
weeks. So far. Justin Jermaine Fields. I don't even know that's his middle name, bro. It just sounds right. I have never seen Actually, I have seen this bad a QB play, but I don't know what he be looking at, bro.
His middle name is Skylar, Nick.
Justin Skylar Fields, bro. Biggest disappointment.
That make it worse.
You got weapons. You got DJ Moore. Darnell Mooney's still there. You got a run game. And my thing about him, he never uses his legs no more, bro. Like he just, what are you doing, bro? Like if you're not gonna throw the ball, at least run. Charles DJ Moore, he did get 100 yards, but Cuz trash. Like
shit, they could trade. The Jets could trade for him.
In the words of Nav Green, bro, Cuz a garbage bastard, bro. Garbage bastard. But go ahead.
The Jets could definitely trade for the boy.
I would say, would have been such a short sample size. It's only 2
Gardner
weeks.
miss you, but they ain't going to trade for him. But Gardner,
that's my guy right there. That's my guy.
But Cuz just got hurt though. He didn't catch the protocol. And Anthony Richardson.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Oh,
but I ain't gonna lie, Cuz looking all right. But I'll say that for my next segment. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I can continue.
I didn't know you started.
Oh, okay.
Nah, go ahead, bro. Go ahead, bro. What's your biggest disappointment?
Would have been such a short sample size. I mean, aside from the ones I already said, I'll say the Bengals being 0-2. I think that's kind of surprising. I don't really think they start off that slow. I don't think they lose. Who did they lose to last week? Before they lost to the Browns and then
the Browns and they lost to the
Ravens
this week.
Yeah,
hold on,
2
question.
division games.
I was gonna ask you a question, right? Last year, didn't the Bengals start off kind of similar last year?
Yeah,
I'm not
the Bengals did lose. They started off kind of similar last year, right? As far as like losing their first couple games.
Oh yeah, they went 0-2.
If that's the case, then I guess. I guess that's not the biggest surprise.
Nah, you ain't got to.
I mean, it still is. Though.
If that's how you feel, bro. If that's how you feel,
it still is though. Because I didn't expect them to do it last year.
They finished 12. They finished 12-4 after an 0-2 start. So I mean, they are a good team.
Hold up, bro. What?
I think to your point though, like you had 142 total yards in your first game against Cleveland, only scored 3 points, right? 67 yards passing. And then you go 24 points against the Baltimore Ravens, but like you only accumulate 282 total yards against the Baltimore Ravens. That's not like from a prolific offense or what was a prolific offense. Like to your point, like you're not doing enough offensively. You're not in the game from start to finish. You're trailing too much. That's not the same as what they were going through last year. Like they were in it, competitive. And they went 0-2. You're not really that competitive against these guys. So you're not really wrong, right?
Okay.
I was thinking maybe we could throw the Browns in there, but I don't know. I feel like the Browns, I feel like you look at their team, bro, they just look like that playoff team that could just go far, go deep in the playoffs, bro. And I feel like they always look like they're piece away. And last year, if you would have asked me what the Browns was going to do this year, I was going to tell you, bro, the Browns was going to be trouble. They might be competing for the division. But at this point, and I mean that division still is not even clear cut anybody's division. You know what I'm saying? No, I got that. I definitely had that in mind. But I'm just saying, like, from looking at the first couple of games, I didn't expect the Browns to look like this, at all. And now they don't got Nick Chubb. I'm nervous.
Biggest surprise for me or disappointment, I guess is the way to say it. I can go several different avenues. But I think the Giants might be it. I thought that the Giants were going to come out of the gates much better than what they have to start. You go against the Dallas Cowboys, right, and you get blanked 40-0. Like that's egregious. It doesn't matter if you win or lose, right? But you lose by 40 against these guys, and you get embarrassed at home in the opener and Sunday night or Monday night, wherever it was, right? But then you go against the Arizona Cardinals, you win the game, but you get down 28-7, 20-0 at one point, and you have to fight and climb back to beat these guys. And overall, like your defense from a defensive standpoint, you looking sweet. in a bad way, and your offense ain't really like it's as bad as it was or as mediocre as it was last year. And I think for New York, when you're looking at a situation like them, who is taking steps to elevate with a Darren Waller, with the Wyatt or Hyatt dude from Tennessee, and then obviously you're bringing back Jalen Waddle, and you're trying to beef up the defense where you can.
Jalen Waddle.
That's I didn't say Waddle. I said Wyatt.
You said Jalen Waddle. You said Jalen Waddle. You said Hyatt before that. Afterwards,
but then you said Waddle.
Yeah, you said Waddle afterwards. You said Jalen Waddle. But it's okay. Keep going, Molly J. You did say Waddle. Yeah, go.
Okay, so maybe if I did say that, then I'm saying Darren. I thought I said Darren Waller.
You said him too.
You said him, and then you said him. You said Jalen Hyatt, Darren Waller. You said Jalen Waddle.
Jalen Waddle afterwards. Yeah. You said they went to go get Jalen Waddle.
All right, buddy. All right, did I say that, bro? I swear I don't remember saying it. All right, okay, all right. Rod's a third party. All right, I believe Rod. All right, so I said Jalen Waddle. I meant to say Darren Waller.
Rod all the time. You believe
he is a liar, but he's a unbiased party in this situation. Or uninterested party. So all right, so but you build up on these instances, right, where you can tool the roster where you underachieve or you overachieved last season, but you're building to become better. It's in an instance like how Philly did in 2021, where they knew that they weren't ready to compete. They overachieved, but they added more and like heavily invested. Now the Giants didn't go that route. They didn't go all in. But they did sign some pieces here and there. To that point, your defense, your offense isn't looking that good. You're struggling a little bit, establishing drives and getting off to good starts, but then also defensively, you're just not competing. You're giving up too much yards. I think right now, just on the pure points basis, you're dead last in points allowed, but you're middle of the pack in yards allowed. But Giants is probably my biggest disappointment. I would have expected them not to be undefeated, but just to be more competitive in both their games, man. It's a little interesting to see how things unfolded to this point.
They were a little bit more competitive, and there was no competition in the first game for sure. But the second game,
you know what's even funny to that point though? I thought after that first drive, bro, I was like, oh, like I really thought this was about to be a good game. Like, and then the field goal got blocked.
Yeah, once I seen that, that's when I was like, oh yeah, we about to set the block off, bro.
Whoop 'em.
Oh yeah. You know, when games start off like that, bro, it's a downward spiral after that. Once they block the field goal, I say, oh, let me kick my feet up. It's about to be a good day. It's about to be a good day. But the second game, Daniel Jones did start to look a little bit better. He still looked a little uneasy. But I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that there's probably not a lot of chemistry in that receiver core. They don't really have any vets in that receiver core. I mean, I can't really speak too much towards their line. I mean, I know what we did to their line, but I don't know how, as far as like how good or how bad it is, but I know Daniel Jones definitely was running for his life, but he can run. So he did that in the second game. He looked way better in the second game.
The right guard is probably swinging door 3.0, bro. I don't know who Cuz is. Never met him day in my life. But if I ever seen him in the alley, bro, I know I can get right past him, bro. Cuz ain't got it, bro. But yeah, bro. But before we get out of this, John, bro, I just want to say, Anthony Richardson, you probably going to see this when we post it because probably friend of the pod. You're doing a good job, bro.
Oh yeah, easy.
You know what I'm saying? I think he probably got the most TDs out of all the rookie quarterbacks. So I just want to let you know you're doing a great job. Keep doing what you're doing.
All the rookie quarterbacks.
Yeah, for sure.
Right, you was trying to combat that stat. You ain't want him to have no success.
Nah, I was trying. I thought he was about to say in the division, but I had to stop him. But he said rookie quarterbacks. So.
No. Out of his class, he probably doing the best. So I just want to let people know that because some people told me he was not going to be good. But got a great coach that got Jalen Hurts together, so I think he can do the same thing with my boy. We out here. Go ahead.
That's gonna be a nice division, bro. I'm excited to see how that's gonna turn out.
What was that comment for?
I just want to see what the Jags do, man. I want to see what the Jags and the Colts do, man. I feel like I know who the Titans are long haul wise, right? I know they're gonna pick it up. You know,
are we doing Titans Cowboys right now? Just want to make sure before.
Dang, that's crazy, it, man. Let's do Titans Cowboys. Let's do our beat the odds.
I just wanted to make sure I ain't want to cut Rick off. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to double check before I started talking. So.
Do your thing, brother.
Harry had this conversation last week, meaning after the week 1 game. I would have had a much different demeanor, much different attitude, much different tone. But time has gone on, and they say time heals everything. So I had a lot to say. I had a whole lot of clips to share. Listen, I let me tell you something. I had a whole bunch of material to lay off on this chat, but I'm glad week 2 has came. We look good out there against the Jags, against the Chargers. Yeah, no, y'all sit there talk about the division, kind of throw me off, but nice bounce back game for Tannehill in comparison to how he played week 1. I honestly, of all the games I've seen Tannehill play, even including that Bengals playoff game, I've never seen him play bad as bad as he played against New Orleans week 1. I mean, missing wide open people for the touchdowns. It's just, I had clips to share.
Hey, did y'all play y'all starters in the preseason?
Believe it or not a whole lot of them played. Tannehill played 1 series, and it was all handoffs. So he didn't even throw the ball. So I think that was a mistake. Why they let Ryan Tannehill sit out the preseason as if he was one of them ones that didn't need to play. It didn't make no sense to me at all. But clearly shown in that week 1 that he was not prepared to play because it just looked awful. But had a nice game against San Diego, 20-24, around 250 yards, something like that, touchdown. Rushing and touchdown throwing. Defense played great. Could have played better on the back end, but we had some injuries in the secondary. Pass rush, getting better each week. I think it's going to get even better next week. And not to say we Dallas or nothing like that, so y'all turning the rock over every 3. What's this? Yes, about to be the 3rd year in a row. Y'all about to lead in turnovers.
That's what they say. That's what they say, bro.
But I'm gonna let y'all have it. We won and
you
one
can't let us.
on the next week. Hold on.
Yeah, watch how you talk.
No. It's cool.
Watch how you talk.
I try to be humble and pass it off.
No, you can't be humble. You said let us.
No, because you know what I'm so glad about? You just reminded me of something I wanted to bring up on the show. This is why I was editing the chat, Mual. Let me tell you about your boy, Nick. Tell you about your man. Okay? Tell you about your boy. So we're in the chat discussing Eagles, right? Me, Nick, Jimmy, talking about the Eagles, talking about the next 2 games coming up. And Jimmy's like, oh, cakewalks, right? He was like, we ain't going to have no real test. You play the Dolphins. What did he say? Week 6, something like that. Week 5, week 6. I'm like, well, Bucks 2-0, Skins 2-0. I ain't going to say I got some cakewalks. It's probably going to be some competitive games.
Definitely not a cakewalk.
Competitive games, but, I'm not going to say you're not going to win, but I'm also not going to say I got some cakewalks, right? So your boy Nick loves to come behind and say, oh, Rod is a closet Skins fan. When in the honest reality of the situation, I'm unbiased as it comes to the Skins. Anybody other team who ain't named Tennessee Titans. So I could give y'all credit, when it's due. I tell Rick, even Nick, Jimmy, Mual, their respective teams, when y'all do good, I say you doing good. Nick and Jimmy have this obsession with Sam Howell and saying he's not good.
Wait, they still talking about him?
First off, whoa.
Wait,
hold on. No, it ain't no timeout. Let Rob finish.
They take any opportunity they can to bring him up. I don't even be talking about him. It was like, here go Nick in the chat Sunday. Here go Sam Howell still holding the ball. I'm like, the man almost got 300 yards passing. Like, look at Nick. No, bro. Go ahead and stop lying, bro.
I didn't even
wait. So did Nick talk about the two money balls that he had? The one to touchdown.
They don't bring that up.
They don't talk about it.
They never bring it up. They didn't say one word about Sam Howell on Sunday. Not one. Besides the fact that he was holding on to the ball. That's it.
Sounds like something we talked about a couple weeks ago, right, Ryan?
Bro.
Of course.
First off, Ryan's not telling no. Ryan's not telling the whole truth.
Nick, I believe him because I known you for a long time.
and okay,
he doesn't have to manipulate the story.
He's a liar. I'm gonna tell you what happened. I'm gonna tell you what happened Sunday. Mind you, I'm on a plane for the 1 o'clock window. I didn't see nothing.
Yeah, accident. I
didn't see nothing but like the last 30 minutes because that's me finally got in the States from the.
And what's the first thing you said?
No, I'm going to tell you what happened. Relax, bro. Jimmy said Sam Howell's holding the ball. You want to know what I said? I said, don't say that. Rock will call you a hater.
So was you agreeing?
That's all I said. I didn't say nothing about cuz the whole day.
So what you say today?
What I say today?
Why are we even talking about it?
No, you and Jimmy was talking about the game. I even said in chat. I said I didn't say nothing about nothing. I said Baker.
No.
I said no.
Not the first thing you said.
What I say?
I said the next 2 games y'all have of the Bucs and Skins is not gonna be no sweet game. And then Jimmy said we're not losing to no damn Sam Howell. I'm like, bro, why do y'all talk about him like he's sorry? And here come Nick. Ride like the Skins for real. What? Go ahead and tell me that ain't what you said.
Yeah, but that's not me saying nothing about Sam Howell.
That was about Baker.
No, bro. That was about some other shit.
Oh,
I didn't say nothing about Sam Howell the whole thing. Only person I talked about was Baker upsetting the Eagles.
Hey, Rock, go ahead, bro. Finish. Were you done with the Titans?
I'm done with the Titans, but Rick was being funny. I was trying to get y'all credit for turning the ball over me and all that, but Rick like, hey, whatever smart comment he had to say, it doesn't matter.
You said you was gonna let us have it.
Have fun with Arizona next week. Have fun with Arizona next week. And whoa!
Yeah,
time out.
Yeah,
ball game.
Yeah,
you got too much dip in your chips. Slow down.
Don't confuse it with the tipsy team.
We're not the Cardinals.
Don't confuse it with the tipsy team.
And we're not the Jets without Aaron Rodgers.
Because let me tell you something
right now.
After this Jets game, and I'm gonna tell you something. The Jets game didn't show me everything I needed it to show me, but it showed me enough of what I needed to see.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It showed me enough what I needed to see, bro. You feel me? A part of the 49ers is with the Jets defense, bro. You feel me? So I feel like I got a small glimpse of like what it would look like if we played the 49ers. Mindless the time. The defense is still fairly the same scheme. So I feel like, you know, to be able to watch Dak Prescott just sit there and play and play pitch and catch in this Texas Coast offense that we run, it's just beautiful to watch, bro. It's beautiful to watch. You know what I'm saying? My man dotting them up. I'm talking about it's looking smooth, bro. Literally, the offense that me and Snick be talking about, bro, is here. We got rub routes. We got slants. We got fades. We got it. We got it, bro. I was trying to figure out why CD was so open. It makes sense. I got to give credit to McCarthy, bro. He should have been calling plays, bro.
Yeah, he makes sense because
he should have been calling plays, bro.
Sauce wasn't checking him.
I mean, I hear you. I hear what you're saying. You feel me? But at the end of the day, like, people was wide open, and if I got somebody wide open, I'm putting my best corner on him, unless I feel like he can't do it.
I just want to pose a question. I still want both of you to go. It's just a question. You know, I don't even need to rebuttal yet. I just want to know what you think. So you all have no reservations about the fact that you all play the Giants and how you always beat up on the Giants all the time, right? Cancel them out. 40 to Zach, nothing. Y'all played the Jets without ARod, right? Zach Wilson, like Nick said, probably got 2 career dubs,
right?
Since as a starter,
right?
So, granted,
defense
is like that. I'm not even about to, you know, not even about to poo-poo on that. Y'all defense is what it is. But like, does this not feel like the same thing to you all every year? What makes this different for you all?
So, like, all right. So, I mean, if you probably heard me, like, throughout the years with Dallas, I could be humble, bro. You know what I'm saying? I try not to take it too far with Dallas, but I try to analyze.
You took it too far.
I try to analyze them from a very critical standpoint, right? So, the 40-0 game, that game didn't do anything for me. But what it did show me was that we can come out and we can beat teams the way that we're supposed to beat them at the end of the day. So like games we're supposed to win, we win those games. Just like in any other season that I've watched, and we may have not had all the success. We was playing like teams that weren't as good or they were injured. Like there's still something that's worth looking for in those games, right? So that for me was we came out, we execute on defense. Offense didn't have to do too much. The defense took over that game. I could see our defense doing that in the future. I'm not taking a lot from that game. The Jets game, I was looking forward to that because of ARod, right? So I'm like, ARod will be there. That's going to be a big test to us. ARod gives us trouble all the time. He's not there. However, Robert, what's the last name again? Saleh came from the 49ers. He brought that defensive scheme to the Jets, who already has been a pretty sound team when it comes to defense. And I feel like just to be able to watch, I knew I wasn't going to be able to pull a lot from that game, but to be able to watch how we handled the game against a defensive team, which is our weakness, there were things to pull out from that game. The way Dak was playing, the way our defense played football, like just our route combinations, the way our offense looks, that gives me an insight to the game that I know is going to be our ultimate test, which is the 49ers. I think that's going to be the first game that's going to show me like, all right, yeah, we're going to be a problem in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? So of course I'm happy because I'm a fan. But as
you
far
said
as like,
y'all are going to be a problem in the playoffs.
After the 49ers game is going to be the first test that's going to show me like, all right, Dallas can be a problem in the playoffs. We're making it past first round. We might be talking about championship. And I'm not even stretching it to the bowl yet. Even though if I'm just looking at it from a naked eye, looking at the way our team is playing, our defense has played over the first two games, I don't see why not. The way we just been dominating, bro. And but again, to your point, they weren't the best teams. They weren't the best caliber teams in the league. And that's where you really get the true test on like how you're going to turn out in the playoffs. And I feel like we have those games on our schedule, and I pray to the gods, bro, that the 49ers is healthy. I hope the boombox trainer dude is there, bro, and they come out with Kodak in the stands, bro. I hope they got the whole shebang, bro. I hope Sexy Red come out for halftime show. I hope it's all that, bro, because I got animosity for the Niners, bro. And that's gonna be the first test for us.
Using the Niners as your measuring stick, but not the playoffs.
The first test to show me what my team is for me to actually be confident to be like, right, shut the fuck up. Y'all not beating us.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? Like that's gonna be that's the first test for me. But I'm looking at everything else. Like I'm just happy that we're doing what we're supposed to be doing. And that's what these games are that we're passing. Arizona, I'm not looking for nothing in that game. But if we come out lethargic, we're not looking good, I can sit there and be like, you know what, bro? We can't beat teams playing like this. You know what I'm saying? So I can pull that from that game and be like, when we play the 49ers like this, it's not gonna be a good game. But ultimately, we've been doing exactly what we were supposed to be doing, Brad. And I have not seen this on both sides of the ball for a long time. And the only issue I have, it's my last thing I'm gonna say, I give it to Nick, is our running game, in my opinion, right now. Granted, TP on the franchise tag, so I don't want him getting all the carries right now. You know what I'm saying? I want him to, he can split however he want to split. I don't like Donald like that. I know people like him, bro. I feel like he's just holding up space. We need a power back. Because TP, not like I said last year before we started him, he not about to get 4 carries, bro. 3 carries. That's not the type of back that he is, bro. He's a slasher. And if we don't got another back to complement that, bro, we're going to have issues in the long haul because we're not going to be able to run the ball for real unless TP is breaking runs and stuff. But McCarthy dialing them up. We're going to see what happens. But yeah, I'm happy where we at, bro.
Rick said a lot. I'm not going to try to piggyback off of say too many things he already said, but definitely look good. And Rod, to your point, to be honest, the biggest difference I see in the team is it kind of feels like there's grown-ups in the room. And when I say that, as far as schematic wise, offensively, we were already up 16 in the Giants game, 16 or 17 within like the first 10 minutes. We didn't try to do too much. You know what I'm saying? We try to play within the system, burn clock, chew clock, and just get out of there for real. And we still got points while doing that. But we didn't try to be like, oh, let's go bomb it down the field just because we up 16. Let's go try some shit. Just because. Like Kellen Moore would try to do. Didn't see too many stop routes, which is amazing. And then also in the Jets game, kind of took what the defense gave us, which wasn't a lot for real. I ain't gonna hold you. We missed some key opportunities. One play I didn't like for sure was a tight end jet sweep to Peyton Hendershot, who missed the cutback, which we could have scored a touchdown on. kind of pissed off on that one. But besides that, play calling been kind of chill. It ain't been like, oh, let's go 450 because we can. You know what I'm saying? We try to keep our defense fresh by running the ball, quick throws, putting ourselves in manageable, like 2nd and 6, 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 7s. So it just felt like we were playing complimentary football, and it just looked a little different. You know what I'm saying? The defense. To be honest, they did the same shit last year. They just didn't have another booking corner on the opposite side that wasn't getting beat on 3rd and 13 on the fly routes every time. Besides that, bro, we look straight. Granted, we don't know what either of these teams gonna look like going down the road, but regardless, this Jets defense is still pretty good. So something to hang their hat on to put up all the points that they did. We got to clean up the red zone because I think we got a red zone 6 or 7 times and only scored twice, I believe. But everything else is field goals. But good point about that. Our field goal kicker can make field goals because when they said
that boy nice.
They said this boy ain't play football in college or something like that, and he was playing men's soccer. Like, bro, what the hell you mean this dude ain't play college football? So if he good, we good, and that's kind of it for real. We got Cardinals coming up next week. Would like to see another, you know what I'm saying, blowout for real. But other than that, we got the biggest point differential in the league, plus 60. So I throw that out there.
Appreciate it.
I don't know if that's the biggest plus in 2 games, but it sounds like it. You know what I'm saying? Point differential.
Bro, just know if y'all get some time, really like if you get some time, bro. But if you really like. And I'm saying this again because I feel like people don't be giving Dak enough credit. I feel like they be so quick to criticize the boy or put somebody over top of him, bro. But like the boy has been playing ball, bro. Like, and if you sit down just go look at the film from the Jets game, just from the way he was just like, you know, feet to the ball, decisive, moving safeties, making throws. Like Dak is hooping right now, bro. He's playing football. He's playing professional quarterback football. And I appreciate that from him a lot. Like the boy is hooping, and the boy MVP, bro, best player in the league, bro. He might get MVP this year. That's a stretch, but I hope so.
Also, Dak missed a touchdown he could have had. Well, he overthrew Jake Ferguson. He had CD on the left side, butt naked. But you know, say we clean that up in film. It's only week 2. My man ain't played preseason. So
I'm glad we got to this side. I wish we would have won last week too. I probably still be cooking. Yeah, we know who won last. We know who won week 1. You know what I'm saying? Week 2 was skipped, but you know I ain't gonna say too much. Just gonna keep it going.
All right. Let me actually, my bad, move this down because we're in week 3. I didn't even realize that. All right, let's do some NAs all across the board for week 2. Yellows. Oh, there we go. All right, so here we go, man. We are off and running on the Beat the Odds segment, man. No week 2 picks, so the fellas, Mual is 1-2, Nick 1-2, Rod 1-2, and Rick is 2-1 as we head into week 3 of the Beat the Odds segment, man. And I done got the games up. If you watching, we got Atlanta versus Detroit, Denver versus Miami, and the Sunday night game, Pittsburgh versus Vegas, man. So we're gonna start with Atlanta and Detroit. I'm gonna take the ball first on this one. Atlanta versus Detroit. Detroit are 3-point favorites as of today, the day in which we are recording. I am going to go Atlanta plus 3.
That's a good game.
As much as I love Detroit, and people know how I feel about Detroit, if you know me, at this point, I just think that Atlanta is still slept on. And I think that the line indicates that the bookies are giving them some respect. But obviously the Detroit offense is pretty explosive. But I think that Atlanta's defense is underrated. And I think that their weapons, even with just the 3-piece in Kyle, Drake, and Bijan, they gonna get the job done and cover in Detroit. Nick, who you got?
It's actually a tough game. And I actually bet on the Packers this weekend. Thank God they're covered. But I think I'm gonna take Detroit at home. They just had a big loss. Did they go to overtime?
They won in regulation, didn't they? Yeah, they did.
Detroit lost. They made it to overtime.
No,
Seattle.
I'm thinking
Seattle
about Atlanta. My fault. I'm thinking about Atlanta. Yes.
Yeah, Detroit took a big loss.
Who they lose to again?
Seattle.
Seattle.
So that they come home, try to put it on for the fans. And this is also Atlanta's first game on a roll. I'm not too sold on Dennis Ritter just yet. My man went for 19. Desmond Ritter.
You ain't got his name right, so I know you don't respect him.
About to say.
I thought he was cool at Cincinnati, bro, but that first game still sitting with me. So I'm gonna take Detroit, man. It's -3 too.
Right, where you at? My bad, you right.
Yeah, it's all good. You ain't gotta believe too much in Dennis Ritter, but Dennis Ritter. Now you got me saying it wrong. Desmond Ritter, but I believe in that boy Chapman. Bijan Robinson. Let me go ahead and take the Atlanta +3, but they're gonna run that route.
All right. Where you at, Rick? Where you at?
I might go Control C, Control V, and I only say that because granted the line's been looking good, bro, but I don't know. Is David Montgomery playing next week? I know he was hurt. I know he got hurt last game, and I know that's gonna be big to the team, man. So I mean, Jared Goff is no for sure, but for sure. But I mean, it's the spell to Gibbs that concerns me. You know what I'm saying? That just means that it's just gonna leave it in your Jared Goff hands, and I know how that can get. So Control C, Control V, me. Bijan and that boy.
Next up,
big game too. Yeah, he definitely is.
Denver and Miami, man. Miami are 6.5-point favorites at home. Denver is the road team. I started off first. We're going to swing it to Rick in a snake order. Who you got?
So I don't know if this is one of them numbers where y'all be like, man, this number kind of throw me off a little bit. But 6.5, I think Miami can cover. I think they might blow the doors off. Denver. Denver can't stop anything. So we're just gonna go ahead and I don't think they can keep up with them boys. The defense is, like I said, they playing egregious, bro. So you know where to put me at.
Okay, Miami 6.5. Right, who you got?
Yeah, let me get the Miami 6.5, baby.
Nick.
Hey, Maul, is this one of them numbers, Maul? Where you be like, you know how some numbers you be like, this number kind of throws me off a little bit.
It's 7.5.
Yeah, I'm about to say I ain't 6.5 is a little. They really begging you to take Miami low key.
Yeah.
Why you say that? Because it's too easy? Because of the 6.5?
6.5. Yeah, 6.5 is like an easy, like typically like a 7-point game is like the next thing is a key number. So I mean 6.5 is a key number in itself too, but like 6.5, like when you don't have to buy a point to go up, or you don't have to buy a point or anything like that for Miami side to make it a 6. Buy it down. If you're at a 7 and you buy it down to 6.5, like you don't even have to do that. It's like land. All they got to do is win by a touchdown. Like the people will jump all over Miami.
Yeah. So like when you look at something like this and they feel like they're giving it to Miami, does that make you be like, I think I'm about to go to another team because of what the numbers look like?
Sometimes you just gotta dig a little deeper. The number is really like the structure, like for me it's like it's either like a red flag, like, or like a flag that just pops up in your head where it's like, all right, I see something, let me look into it, type deal.
Okay.
Like I may still go with Miami, or I may do a little research and say like, what am I missing on Denver? Like force myself to look into Denver and see if Denver, if it makes sense to play them, like if there's value there. So that's all.
Yeah, this is actually a tough game, and it feels like a trap. Denver's 0-2. They're going to be pretty scrappy this week. I swear I want to pick these boys, and they break my heart. I'm gonna go Denver to cover this spread, bro. It just seems 6.5 seem a little weird.
Blowout loading, boy. You better believe that.
Hey man, I'ma do. That is gonna be jolly crazy because you know what? I'm with you, Nick. I just seen these guys over the last 2 weeks. The Denver front seven, like they ain't nothing special, but like their linebackers are crazy athletic. There's some good guys. Surtain is kind of on an island out there by himself, but fuck.
Tyreek was getting strapped last week. What's that boy name from the Patriots? What's that boy name from the Patriots?
I'm gonna go Denver,
that boy was strapping. That boy was strapping, boy. I was watching this film yesterday too. I was bored. Let me tell you something. That boy straps. I'm excited to see what he did.
Pittsburgh, Vegas. So for the record, as those that are listening, Nick went with Denver plus 6.5. Miami is on Ryan Rick minus 6.5. I went with Denver plus 6.5. Last up, Pittsburgh versus Vegas, Sunday Night Football. Vegas is 2.5 point favorites. Jesus Christ.
Why do we choose this game?
Pittsburgh 0-2 Sunday night.
I know.
Vegas 1-1.
Pittsburgh won last night. They 1-1. No, Pittsburgh.
I'm tripping. No. I'm tripping. Pittsburgh 1-1. Pittsburgh 1-1. They got smoked by San Fran first game.
Smoke.
So both teams 1-1. So I think I'm gonna rock out with Vegas, man. I go with the veteran quarterback in Jimmy G, Devontae Adams, Josh Jacobs, man, to get things together at home after a blowout against Buffalo. And I'm gonna just close my eyes and hope that Pittsburgh defense don't take over this game like they did against Cleveland. So I'm gonna go Vegas minus 2.5.
Give me the Steelers, bro. Oh, that's Nick. My fault.
Nah, you got it. Go ahead, bro.
Pittsburgh, Steelers, bro. I don't feel good about it, bro.
Okay. Nick?
It's hard, bro, because I think Pitt only got 2 offensive touchdowns this whole year. Damn. It's gonna be an ugly game, bro. Give me better throw up. Give me Pittsburgh, bro.
You better throw up.
Where you at?
Hey, look, man. The Steelers ain't been able to run the ball for nothing at all. The defense has been their saving grace. I feel like that might be the only weakness to the Raiders, and I feel like that might be a weakness that the Raiders can overcome because they finally about to be healthy fully on offense, bro. Hopefully they get Myers back this week, and if so, I think that that offensive receiver core, bro, alone can compete with the best of them. So if Jimmy G can just not turn the ball over, which is what we used to know him for, I think he could do it. I think he could do it this weekend, bro. So Marley G, it's me and you, like when we was in Houston. Control C, Control V.
All right, man. That's it for us, bro. Vegas, me and Rick, 2.5, man. Pittsburgh, 2.5.
Hey, we going to Vegas this year, baby. Stay tuned.
Nick and Ryan. Yeah, man. I think let me go ahead and stop sharing. I think we're straight here. The fellas will be back.
Long show right here.
That long show, man. The fellas will be back next Wednesday as we get ready for week 4. Yeah, week 4. Shit, man. We moving forward, man. All 32 is wrapping up. Game preview, Commanders, Bills, Thursday. And then fellas, man, y'all boys be safe. Everybody that's watching, appreciate y'all watching, listening, all that good stuff, man. Y'all stay safe. Enjoy y'all weekend. Enjoy y'all day. Enjoy y'all morning. Enjoy y'all evening. Whenever y'all listen, all that good stuff.
Peace. Damn, set, hut. Watch him throw the ball. We gon' pick it off. You gon' let him hit the hole or you gon' cut it off. You gon' play through 4th and long or you gon' punt it off. Your defenders, heavy hitters, put your pads in. Don't be looking for the ref to throw no flags in. Keep the helmet on. Keep the cleats tight. You the type to want to win by any means, right? You should look alive. This is Trap or Dive.